Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to OpenTTD tutorial number 7. In this tutorial we'll be looking at managing our vehicles, transferring goods and refitting vehicles. So first of all, let's manage our vehicles. We've already used these construction tabs across here quite a lot, but now we're going to be working more on these guys here. So first of all, I'm going to open up each one: trains, buses, shipping and aeroplanes. We can see here by looking at the main trains one that our first train here made a brilliant profit last year of 7,000 and our smaller train only 3,500. However, it tells you how much profit they've made far this year. I mean, we're only in June, so this one's doing quite well. However, this train here doesn't seem to be doing as well this year, but they're both in a profit, so that's okay. Ships making 5 grand, 9 grand and 9 grand, they're all doing quite okay. And aeroplanes, yeah, all making a profit between 10 and 9 grand, or even 11 grand down here. That's good. But whilst our airports, shipping and trains are okay, our road vehicles are a little bit of a concern. Some of them are making thousands. Some of them are not making a profit at all. Road vehicle 16 here isn't really making a lot. And some of these are really struggling as well. Now, the reason behind this is because road vehicles are usually quite good over smaller distances. For example, between here and here, these iron ore trucks are probably doing quite well. Let's have a look. Iron ore truck, yes, 2,000 you see. Again here, 2,000, 3,000. So, that's okay, but it's having trouble with the longer journey taking the steel down to the factory that we've got. So let's have a look at transferring. So what we're going to do, instead of taking steel all the way down to the factory, we're going to bring it over here and we're going to bring it to a train station. So I'm just going to have a 2-track train station going in this orientation. And I'm going to connect it up to this train line that I prepared earlier that goes all the way down to our factory. And this train line is the similar sort of technique that we used over here in our train tutorial. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit and just pop in these extra bits of track. There we go. I'm going to put a depot in, put depot, some signals so they don't crash. One way and the other way, and then we'll drag the signals out like that. There we go. And what we're going to do with this train station, we're going to then put some lorry stations along the side. I think 3 should do it for now. I'm also going to get rid of that tree, don't want it there. And we're going to connect them to the main road. There we go. So now, oh, helicopter, no. So now, what we can do, we can go and go on this steel truck here, for example, go to its orders, and instead of going to this place, which is our factory, we can delete that order, tell it to go to here. And what we'll do then is transfer. Transfer and leave empty. So, let's just watch him now on his journey. And we can see that he's just come from the steel mill. He's got loaded up. I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit. And that's... oh. Okay, because I deleted that other order, it's going to the wrong place. So I'll just set that right. Okay. So our steel van's on his way. He's broken down again. But now he's on his way, and he would be going to the factory, but we've changed it so he goes to the station transfer here. And what he'll do is that he'll drop off that steel. There you look, en route. And then what we do is we take that steel and we pick it up with a train. So I'm going to use... We'll use... well, we can afford it, so we'll get the best train. And we'll tell it to go there, and we'll tell it to go here. But what we want to do is we'll tell it to do a full load, make sure it doesn't leave, without making sure it's all nice and full. And we need some steel. Where's the steel trucks? We went past it, did we? No, it's at the bottom there. We'll give it some steel trucks. Now you see this number here that indicates how many squares this train is long. We've been doing 4 squares for a station, so that tells us our train is going to be 4 squares. I want 2 of them, so we'll clone the whole train. Oh, not enough money, but we're close. So we'll just wait for a couple of seconds and speed the game up just a touch. There we go. There we go. So now we've got 2, we'll send them both on their way. We're sorting out our road vehicles. Stop with the notifications. So there we go. That's but only one of our road vehicles is leaving its cargo there. So let's go back and check out. So we've got a steel truck here. Which one is that? That one's going to the wrong place. Delete that. Go to the woods. There we go. And of course we need to tell it to transfer. There we go. Now this one also needs doing. Delete the order, put the new order in, and tell it to transfer. Now unfortunately, if you've got the vehicles already going like this, it is a little bit difficult to do them all. So I'll probably just skip the video until I've done that. Okay, so all those steel trucks have now had their orders changed. I'm just going to clone a vehicle and get 1 more of them going. There we go. So we've got about 5 or 6 of them now, and they're not going nowhere near as far. So they're only going from this station here down to here. And as you can see, if we just zoom in, one of the trains is 10% full, and we're just waiting for more to come through. Once that's full, that will then pick up all the steel that's en route, like this one here. I'm just going to open up the train. You see, look, here we go. It's got 5 tons of steel from that other location. And that's how you transfer cargo. You make sure that one item drops it off and there's something else there to pick it up. Let's just fast forward a bit more. So that's how to transfer. Well, that'll fill up over time, and I'm just going to make it go to the next place just so we can see it do the complete journey. So there you can see our train has got lots of steel. It's not completely full because we set it going early. We skipped its order. And here, as it comes into the station, you'll see it do a transfer. It just needs to go to the depot apparently, but there we go. So in it comes. There we go, income 2000. So that is probably quite a lot better than previously. And yes, whilst we was waiting for that to happen, we did see a disaster. We saw a UFO, there we go, destroy a road vehicle. Okay, fair enough. There are random things that happen like that, but never mind. These ones here are also doing a very long journey and taking a long time to get to their destination. So we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to refit an aircraft to take the goods over to the city instead. So let's have a look. This FFPP dart, oh, I added an extra P. FFP dart, sorry. There we go. We'll have one of them. No, we won't. We ain't got enough money. Okay, and I've just skipped forward a little bit, so we've got some more money to do this with. And we'll buy that FFP dart plane there. There we go, we got a new aircraft there, aircraft 5. And what we're going to do, we're going to hit this button here, which is the refit tool. And what we can do, we can refit the inside of this aeroplane to carry just passengers, just mail, goods or valuables. There you go. So what we're going to do, we're going to refit it to do goods, refit the aircraft, and now you can see that this one carries 50 crates of goods. I'm going to tell it to go to this airport, full load, and then will get it to go all the way over here to this airport, and that will then be able to unload. So let's just clear the screen and check out this aeroplane. There we go, it's loading up now. Didn't take too long to load, it's on its way. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. And we'll just fast forward it until he comes back down the other side, using tab again, and... oh no! Our aeroplane crashed! Oh, that's a disastrous. I'll just quickly clone that aircraft. Now when you get an aircraft die or crash or trains crash into each other, you can clone it while it's a wreck. Well, like I just did there, clone, and then we've got another aircraft. Oh dear. We're going to have to set that going all over again. And while that's crashed on the runway, we're not going to be able to have any more aircraft run out of there. So I'm just going to fast forward the game again. You see the aircraft disappeared and our other one took off. So over it comes now. It's going to reload up with goods again. Let's just see. Oh yeah, one of our trains is nearly ready to go. What we'll do, we'll just force it on its way by skipping its order. And it will go deliver the steel to the factory. There we go. And we'll send our aeroplane on its way as well. So he's 88% full? Let's hope he doesn't crash this time. Here he is, he's coming into land. Excellent, safe landing, well done, Captain. And he's unloading that amount, 4,000. That's a lot better than a rubbish vehicle journey that takes forever. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll probably get another one of those aircraft soon when we can afford it. But what I'm going to do now is get rid of all these old road vehicles. We'll send them back to the depot for service. Well, just send them back to the depot. There we go. Those three are on their way. And also I'm going to use this manager tool. I'm going to look through for all the cargo ones. He's on his way. There we go. You go to a depot. You go to a depot. That one stopped, so I can click in the depot and delete him by dragging him over there like that. We've only got 2 remaining, and they're on the way to the depots. This one's on the way to this one. He's stopped. And fast forward the game a little bit, and now that one's stopped in that depot as well. So there we go. All our yep. Checking that there. Right, that's good. Nothing waiting there. Yep. So all our goods vehicles, they've gone. So we're now just left with steel, which is making the shorter journey, and the rest of it's going by train, by transfer. And we've got our iron ore, which are all doing well there. Let's see. A few of our buses aren't doing so well, but we'll leave them running for now. I'll probably add a couple of steel trucks and another aeroplane before the next tutorial. But that's all for now. So thank you very much for watching. If you've got any requests about what you'd like to see in the tutorials, or any questions about what you've seen, pop them in the video comments. And I'll see you next time.